look at laws of indices. Laws of indices. We are going to look at some specific laws of indices. The first one we'll look at is the multiplication law, which is a raised to the power s multiplied by a raised to the power y, and that gives us a raised to the power s plus y. Then we have division law, a raised to the power x divided by a raised to the power y, that gives us a raised to the power s minus y. Power law, a raised to the power 3 multiplied by a raised to the power 3, then we have a raised to the power 3 plus 3, that is a raised to the power 6. Then we come to the product power law, 3sy raised to the power 2. That means you are going to raise everything in the bracket to the power of 2, that is 3 raised to the power 2, multiplied by s raised to the power 2, multiplied by y raised to the power 2, that is 3 by 3, multiplied by s, multiplied by y, that is 9s square, y square. Zero law, anything raised to the power 0 is 1, a raised to the power 0 is 1, 1 times 0 raised to the power 0 is 1. We have the negative index, a to the power minus 1 is 1 over a. We have the root power, a to the power 1 over 2 equals to root a. Then we have the fraction index, a raised to the power n over m equals to the root of m, a raised to the power n. Let's look at this example. We have 2a raised to the power 2, 2a raised to the power 2 multiplied by 4a raised to the power 3. Now 2a raised to the power 2. Now 2a raised to the power 2 means 2 multiplied by a again. 4 multiplied by another a. Now let's count. Let's multiply. Let's rearrange it rather. We have 2 multiplied 4. Then we bring the a's together. Multiply by a times a times a times a times a. 2 times 4 will give us 8. Let's count the a. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 8a raised to power 5. 8a raised to power 5. Now look at this second example. Evaluate 5s raised to the power 3 divided by 25s raised to the power 6 raised to the power 1 over 2. Now this 5s raised to the power 3 means 5x in 3 places. That is 5x multiplied by 5x multiplied by another 5x. 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5 will give you 1, 2, 5. That is 5 times 5 times 5. Then x times x times s will give you s cubed, s raised to the power 3. Now divided by 25 raised to the power 1 over 2. This one means 25 raised to the power 1 over 2. Then s multiplied times s raised to the power 6. Multiply it also by 1 over 2. This 1 over 2 here, we have fed this 25 separately and s raised to the power 6 separately. So we are going to have, therefore we will have 125 raised to the power s, 125 raised to the power 3 divided by this half here, we form square root of 25. We have that in one of our laws. This half here, we form square root of 25 multiplied by s raised to the power 6 multiplied by 1 over 2 means 6 times 1 over 2. 2 here 1, 2 in 6 is what? 3. So we are going to have 1, 2, 5, s raised to the power 3 divided by square root of 25 here is 5, s raised to the power 3. So what do we have now? We have 5, you cannot divide. 125 divided by 5 multiplied by x raised to the power 3 divided by x raised to the power 3. These two cancel each other. So 5 in 125 is 25. So our answer is 25. Now for our example number 3, we have 16 raised to the power 3 over 4 multiplied by 4 raised to the power 1 over 2 divided by 8 raised to the power 5 over 3. Now let's solve this now. 16 raised to the power 3 over 4. If you look at the law number 8. That is the fraction index law. We are going to apply the law here. So this one will, what this one will lead to, if you are going to write a root like this, then this 4, we put it here, then we put it 16 here raised to the power 3, multiplied by this 4 to the power 1 over 2 means the square root of 4. Square root of 4. Then divided by, apply the same law that you applied here to this place, to the denominator. You write the root. This 3 will be here. Then you put your 8 here raised to the power 5. Now what this implies is that you are looking for a number that you multiply 4 times that will give you 16. And that should be 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. That means 2 in 4 places will give you 16. That's what this thing means. You look for a number that you multiply 4 times to get 16, and that is 2. So that is 2. Then we write here 2 raised to the power 3 multiplied by, what is the square root of 4 here? Also 2 multiplied by 2 divided by, now here also we look for a number that will multiply 3 times that will give us 8, and that is also true, because 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, that means 2 in 3 places. That will also give us 8. 2 raised to the power 3 is 8. So we are going to write here 2 also. Then we put this 5 there, 2 raised to the power 5. Now if you look at this 2 here, standing here, is carrying an invisible 1. 2 raised to the power 1 is the same thing as 2. So we are going to put the invisible 1 there. If you clean it, there's still an invisible 1 there. But you write it so that you can understand that there's 1 here. Now let's pick one of the 2 that we have here. That is our law number 1. This is the multiplication law. When you have the same number, you just add the index. That is 3 plus 1 divided by 2 raised to the power 5. And this gives you 2 raised to the power 4 divided by 2 raised to the power 5. Now this is our division law. When you have the same numbers and you have to divide them, what you just need to do is to pick one of the 2 numbers, then you subtract the index. Therefore, we have 2 raised to the power, what are the index? 4 and 5. That is 4 minus 5. And that gives us 2 raised to the power minus 1. And that's our answer. But you can also change this to a fraction using the negative law. The negative law, that is the negative law. Anything where I wrote a raised to the power minus 1, a raised to the power minus 1 gave us 1 over a. The same thing, this 2 raised to the power minus 1, that's the negative index law. So this 2 to the power minus 1 will give us 1 over 2. And that is our final answer. That is therefore 2 over 10 will give us 1 over 5. And that is our final answer. Our final answer here is 1 over 5.